Good morning, this is me looking at random Bugzilla issues. Let's begin. So in yesterday's first episode I was looking at things a bit slower. Today I'll try to go a bit faster because I have a lot of bugs to catch up with. I'm 8 days behind. I may have to extend that self-imposed bug schedule. Let's go. Internal error backend. Okay. Let's extract that. And is this bug really old or what? Oh, you have to compile this because it's a backend error, of course. See, do we need some compilation flags? How do I reproduce this? Oh, the unit test, of course. Wow. That is pretty interesting. I haven't seen an ICE dump expression tree like that. Yep, it's still there. Well, of course it happens only when compiled with dash unit test, because the code in question is in a unit test block. All good. Next bug. Oops. Oh, that's right. Constitutive exception are IDUPing their string arguments. Exception gets thrown. The conservative assumption is that the source may get changed, so the string is duplicated. The problem again is bloat. Two overloads for file exception, one taking string and one taking const char. Looks like I replied to this. This was before we made everything take ranges, I guess. Two overloads, okay. For example, let's look at std.file.copy. This copy. What does it take now? Range. It takes this. Okay, this is the range version. This is no range. I guess this is so you can pass string-like objects like dir entry. Okay, but it still forwards to an implementation, takes const char. We are not adding an overload for this. Let's see, when was this done, this rangification? 2015, and that's afterwards. Well, into this. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, let's open the commit. Commit, please. Should probably fix that extension so that we could open the commits. I'll just open this. Oh, come on. Fine. Just have to edit this anyway. It was easy. I don't know actually. And this still applies that we still have the issue it's not throwing a very useful exception. Like uses cenforce now. It just shows the source file name. Yeah, I guess these two could be fixed at the same time. Well, so valid enhancement request. Next issue. Simple member function being skipped over. Is this a debugging issue? By Rainer. Is this like a visual D thing? Oh yes. Okay, well, Mago is something like entirely away from the core D stuff, so I'll leave that to Rainer. Supports C++ name mangling. This is relatively recent. Is this like a D runtime? Oh yes. Jeez, I don't know about this one. Well, I guess if we could refactor the compiler, then maybe we could use its mangler. It's a separate library. Perhaps with some help from the compiler. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Valid enhancement request. Parent function not accessible from other module when compiling with -debug flag. -debug? That ain't right. It's possibly something to do with the imports. Is this all one module? Where did I put? Oh. Okay. Okay, first of all. I have a template instantiation which I can't see from here. How come that compiles? Because without -debug. Okay. So let's try -debug. It's probably a debug block in Phobos. It's messing things up. Doesn't compile with -debug. Yeah. Oh, I know what's going on. Assume sorted does a DCD doesn't work with the UFCS. Assume sorted does a thing where in debug mode, when you compile with -debug, it has a debug block which, come on, which does a cursory check, just a quick check whether something is sorted or not. So, come on, where is it? Ah, it's in range. Okay, that worked. Sorted range. Here it is. So the error message is that is yada yada is not accessible. Yes. Well, this is kind of expected behavior. Should be sorted by. Yeah, you see, that won't work by itself, won't work with dash debug. But if you try to use the result, I mean, and you can like choose something that takes advantage of the issue, sort of like, what was it, find? Or I could just look at the documentation here. No, I need like sorted. Oh. Can I get the version from Git, please? Not this one. This one. Yeah, like find. So, like if we have x.find, what is it? A data. Like that. I can see why it's not instantiating. It's just cannot deduce function. Could be saying that it's just failing the instantiation because the some of these could be like is expressions which are hiding the errors. I guess I could do what was it? This thing. It shows speculative errors. And that's not helpful. It's just loads and loads of stuff. Well, let's see, like if I make this public. Okay, that works. Yep, this is not a valid bug as far as I can see. Let me just write up an explanation. Yeah, just code the documentation, link to the documentation at least. Mention like see debug. In debug mode, yeah, this is the one. These result in sorted range where is highly declared. It's clarity and searching. symbols passed by alias parameter be excluded from be exempted. So this is invalid. Although it is a gotcha, I'm not sure what it would improve here. I mean, aside from just making this work. Because if you pass it by alias parameters, it's implied that you want it to be visible. So it's kind of doesn't make sense that you pass it to another module and say, hey, use this, and then it tries to use it and say, oh, I can't because it's private. This is not what private here is intending to mean. Let's see. Like, could I put this in a namespace? Private struct public static. If I do this, well, that works. Like, really? Yeah. So this is kind of a funny workaround. The comparison function public. Right. Better not tabs in Bugzilla. Right. Oh, it's not a... Yeah, I guess it's kind of a Phobos issue, really. Even though this thing would be better fixed in DMD. Next bug. Variable used before set for empty static arrays. Oh, I know what this is about, I think. The optimizer does some checks, which, incidentally are easier done in the optimizer. So this is why you get strange things like variable used before set, but the compiler figures that out only during the optimization phase. So it is like rejects valid, okay. Let's have a look. This is old. And the last comment was also long ago. C. Yeah, awesome. Let's bisect that. And I'll pause the recording. Alright, we have a bisection result. Oh, I have two. Strongly pure, so this worked before that. Strongly pure, no throw functions with ignored return value are entirely stripped, even if it contains a failing assert. Okay, it's a highly specific issue, and this static array assignment makes slicing implicitly. Static array assignment, well, this is sort of a static array. Interesting. I guess this changed with the semantics. Yeah, it looks like this pull request changed the semantics. So this is no longer generating the same intermediate calls. It wasn't like fixed in the backend. Or maybe this is a semantic issue. Like, what's the bug report? Well, okay, this is a backend issue. And the error message, I don't know. Well, if it's like that attach, oh, it has to be coming from the backend. Then we should get rid of the templates. We should still be able to reproduce the issue. Let's see if we can do that. So we're calling foo with a, and this hints towards us. This hints us to that. Like, the type may have been changed. Type of some of these may have been changed due to that pull request. Bisect that, just give me the output. An int of 0. Yeah. No, it did not change. So can we swap that with like to 0? It'll still be reproducible. Like that. Yep. Oh, Wait, how does that work? So why can't I just say here this? No appropriate PTR for type int. Oh, of course. But I guess, well, that works now. Right, of course it works. Yeah, it's the same issue. Let's see. Yes, they can still reproduce that part of the bug report as well. And uncommenting this code fixes it. Well, fixes it for the affected versions, which is 2.047 to 2.065. Okay. So this is no longer interesting. So we had static array assignment makes slice implicitly. The error occurs here, line 16. Oh. Okay. Is it just like with 0 arrays? Yes, empty static arrays. Yeah, well, it's very well that this change may have removed the only way to reproduce this issue, whether it's a bug or not. So I'm gonna close this as works for me. Repro to symbol after. probably make a template for how often I type that. No, that's an old URL. I'm gonna replace that. This, well, it probably works, but I don't know how long it's gonna keep working. Okay, DMB rejects valid, normal. Yep. I don't think we have a tag for like optimization bugs other than wrong code. Oh, I did not actually mark it as. Works for me. There we go. Okay, next bug. Two cases of array literal that can be stack. Oh, this is a, yes, I knew it. Feature request from verify. It's like an performance one, I guess, without even looking at it. I think it's an array literal usage pattern when the compiler can allocate the array on the stack, allowing the function foo to be no GC. Well, a test case because verifiles enhancement requests, well, enhancement requests of this kind in general rarely have a reproducible stack trace. Sorry, I zoned out because I got a PM. Is this the right? No, this is still the old bug. I want to reduce the wrong bug. Right, literally. Yeah, I guess so. This could be made to work. I mean, what you would normally do today is use .equals. Verifile should know that. Well, Daniel agrees. One way to rewrite it, the immutable can't always be used. Yeah. So by okay, Daniel. Oh, this one. Oh, number 13. Yep. Still doesn't work. Okay. Valid enhancement request. Looks good. I don't know about performance actually because this affects semantics. It's kind of an optimization, but the optimization affects the type. Like if this were template, it would affect the type, the inferred type of the function. I'm gonna leave that as is. Better error message when using s that tuple of within s. Okay. It's not one of those forward referencing things. Okay, so what's the no size for forward reference? Huh. It worked for a while. That's interesting. Can I bisect that? Is that too old to be bisected? Oh, it's not too old. Okay. Oh, that's going faster now because it's cached. Sweet. That's how it should all. That's how it's normally. But That's how fast it normally is, but because of the server maintenance, the caches are regularly purged. Okay. Tuple length incorrect. So tuple length incorrect. Fix this. I guess it must have worked in a broken way or something. Is this like, is there a shorter version? Oh, that's a lot of test cases. That's a big test case. I guess it, does it actually depend on that many modules, or it just wasn't introduced properly? I guess it wasn't introduced properly. Maybe it could be a forward referencing issue that depends on multiple modules. Forward reference of variables. Yeah. The error message is still kind of funky because has interactions is not really a variable, it's an manifest constant template. And it's not really the variable that is forward reference, it's more like the struct is not completely defined. I mean, this should... I don't see why this shouldn't work, because, you know, it's useful to do this sort of stuff just to evaluate some condition with the fields in progress. I mean, the fields you already have in the structure. So, I'm just gonna remark that. Well, went too far. Let me think on this for a bit. Alright, pull request here, which breaks this issue. Is our tuple length incorrect? So I'm guessing that the only reason this compiled before is because this expression here had the wrong value. I mean, assuming there have been more fields here. So I'm not going to mark this as a regression, because I'm guessing before that this related code was broken anyway. So just gonna mark this as C also. Okay, so this is a case about the error message. It's not about that this code should compile, I guess. Maybe there's another bug report to request that this compiles. I mean, with how many bug reports we have with templates and tuples, that's not too unlikely. Compiler should reject attempts to redefine .init. Yeah, I heard about that before. There's also the issue that in object.d we have the type info had a field called .init, and I think it was renamed recently to initializer, which just contains the raw data for a class or init class. Huh? I already have a test case here. Okay, so I looked at this before. Error instantiating wide. Can I get something without this .init stuff? Jeez. Initialize all cannot reduce in it's in error inside Phobos. So I guess the subject changed. Yep. HSTO. Change the subject. Okay. Well, let's look at the history, just in case. Yeah, it's always been like that. Need this for init of type void. I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, okay. Guess it might break code, but this is something that we could easily do through the deprecation cycle. I think I remember seeing a pattern with disabling that init. Maybe not. Okay, next one. Op is missing. Oh, we're not gonna add that. Wait, Andre wanted that. Okay. These operators define for built-in references and for slices. However, user-defined smart references and slices. Want to define as well to integrate properly with built-in slices. I don't know. I mean, I agree completely with Stuart here. That if we had an OPs, then you would no longer have a way to compare. Well, I guess you could cast to a void array, then compare that. But that would definitely change the guarantee of is. I'm not going to close this because what it's Andre's bug. I'm gonna leave a comment. Maybe I should close this because it was filed close to a decade ago, and it was like when Andrei was just starting to get involved with D. And this is something that today would probably need to be done as a dip, even if it's coming from Andrei. Right? Next bug. 4383 optimizer doesn't keep floating point values on the stack if used more than once. Well, how do I reproduce this? I mean, do I have to disassemble it? This is biggest thing about optimizer bugs is that it's very hard to write test cases for them. I mean, meaningful test cases, not just compare the assembler output. Last comment 7 years ago. Maybe this was fixed. See if I can reproduce this. So let's see. 2010 0624, yeah, 2.047. Wow, that's all. Dash C and dash O, and I guess let's throw a dash inline and dash release. And I'm gonna something like that. Okay, that's the 2.047 version. Let's try 74. Huh. Just the order changed. Okay. That's quite a lot. Oh, yeah, also the wrong model. Okay, I need M32 because 2.047 did not have a 64-bit support in its backend. Okay, this is completely different. What is this even? The main function? Let's try dash G. You can get simple output. And I need 2.047. Still no function name here. Oh, it's because I'm using, right. I guess. Well, doesn't matter. Well, yeah, there's a section here that's not used, whatever. Yeah, the code is totally different. Is it the correct architecture. Okay, this one has a prologue and this one doesn't. It's just like the optimization where it doesn't. It function prologues. I mean, and I would like to This is like comparing the wrong thing now. This is useless. Oops, yeah, that's why it was useless, because I forgot to specify the model. Again. Okay, screw that. Oh, I think I can just do this. Okay. Oh, that looks much better. Thank goodness. Okay, so what's the complaint? Well, here it seems to be... Okay, this is just a difference with how the stack is referenced via the base pointer or the stack pointer. So the... calculates y and adds... doesn't give floating point values on the stack if used more than once. Store x, load x again. The syntax is different, but yeah. Actually, I wonder if I can get Intel syntax. Okay. Sampler options equals -m Intel. Okay. Byte pointer ESP. Interesting that I'm seeing that only in the newer version. It's like if I open this version and FLD, oops, FLD. Why am I not getting... Ah, there we go. FSTP, FLD. Yeah, this is the lines that Don is talking about. So here it's loading from the stack pointer, but here it's loading from the base point. Guess it's not a real, I mean, not big difference, but still curious that with the compiler that he would likely be using at the time, it's turning slightly different instructions. Yep. This is a DMG optimization enhancement. Not much to be done here. (12.648) array operation return type var file. I think both the following should compile. Have an array of one element. We vector add 10. Here another array of 10 element. Why doesn't this compile? Not implicitly convert expression array x. Oh, okay. Aha. So this is like a slice operation, and the return type of this is not a static array. I mean, the type of this expression. Enhancement of issue 1328. Stat. Value range analysis for slices. Yeah, maybe someday, but this is such a minor thing. This isn't clearly an enhancement because, well, okay, I'll leave that. What was it, normal? Yeah. I would say that it's an enhancement, but it's probably, it doesn't contradict the spec, so you can redefine that init and that string off without error. Yet I just look at this. Oh, this is what I was just talking about, having a disabled init. What was the one I just looked at? This is the one. Oh, it's even linked. So why is it not marked as duplicate? I guess because this applies to both. Yeah, okay. Oops. Expand macros in comments within code sections. Is this about D-Rock? Macros in comments within code section. I guess I'm not gonna understand this without, yeah, D-Doc. Well, it should be tagged as D-Doc. Keyworded. Expand macros in... Oh, no, that's not gonna happen, is it? I mean, the opposite should be true, because why would you want to expand comments within code sections? Oh, that's interesting. So it's not expanded in comments, but it is expanded in code. Okay, that's interesting. I guess I think it would be preferable if the opposite is true. Why would you want to expand macros within code blocks? But it's definitely a bug that is inconsistent at least. So this is not an enhancement, this is a bug because it should be consistent at the very least. What's this? Okay. One, two, three, 8, 3. Oh, I don't have the search here. I should probably migrate my bookmarks. Greater overload in text. I guess this is an original case where this was encountered. Oh. Okay. 13373. The code appears unclear. Okay. This was fixed a long time ago. Still, yeah, closed. Yeah, this is why I said. Okay. Oops, double clicked it. Looks like I remember an older version of Bugzilla would actually throw out the media collision if you double click the button. Scanf can't read longer than 32 kilobytes of characters. Let me see if I can reproduce this. Yep, it's still reproducible. So let's get back to Bugzilla. I don't know about the runtime, but I guess we don't have a component for the C library. Yep, this is correct in this case. For 64-bit we're gonna use the Microsoft C library, which is probably not gonna have this problem. Alright. Is this actually affecting anything in Phobos? Okay. Should not at least see what I'm doing in my Windows box. Oops, this is still the wrong thing I grabbed from the clipboard. Need the forum post. Do we have a redef on SCDI now? Yes, we do. So we don't care as much in like actually bugs in the C library, but if these bugs are exposed to Phobos APIs, yeah. Oh, it's okay. I think I can do this, yes. I'm just gonna do it with a single string to make sure. That's not what these are doing, right? Yes, this is using this C function. I'm gonna try the std.sto one. Okay. Oh, that works. Okay. Let's see if I can try and do some. I don't have drag here. Let's see what was the time of the bug report? 2015-03. 067. Well, if it worked in 2.065, it's likely to also work in 2.067. Maybe I misread the forum post. Okay, this score was correctly always right. Oh, it's using scanf, okay, which is imported publicly from std.stdio. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a valid bug report. This is fine. Next bug. 14555. Module info should weakly link against classes. Currently all classes of a module are dragged into statically linked binary because module infos contain a list of all declared classes for object.factory. Yeah, object.factory again. It's pulling in a lot of stuff, and it's one of the main reasons we have huge binaries. Yeah, weak linkage is one way to do it. If like some linker doesn't support linking, then I guess we could generate stubs just for object.factory. And if object.factory is not linked in anywhere, then the linker can throw that out. Yeah. Core.dmangle doesn't handle type of null correctly. Is that so? Core.dmangle has recently received a huge boat of improvement, actually all mangling. I don't know if this particular issue is fixed though. Insertion failure. Well, here's the thing. Not sure about. Let's see. Can I do that? I think the compiler. Oh, okay. So it's comparable with the type of null, and it's actually interesting. What is it like, a void pointer? Yeah, size of pointer. Anyway. Yep, it's n. So I guess this would be a better test case because it doesn't depend on the actual mangling. That's fine. Let me try with have those mangle things been merged yet? Yes. Wait, this hasn't been merged. Okay, into merge mangle. Has merge mangle been merged into master yet? Oh. This doesn't build anymore. Oh yeah, because of the Arch Linux big thing. I can fix that quickly actually. Oops, that's right. Work, digger, work. Yeah. It's probably gonna give me that, like, cache don't be cache. Oh, that still doesn't work. Okay. Try one more thing. Ah. Oh. Is that why it's failing? Because it's trying to execute. Well. Oops. Why? It's not executing. Oh, I know why. Because Digger. Digger is resetting path, and it's not even catching this helper here. Okay, I can fix this, but I'm not gonna do it in the stream probably. Actually, maybe I should do it on stream because it might be interesting to record fixing Digger for this. So I'd like to open Digger. Actually need A and in sysd manager I'd like to add an option which creates a GCC wrapper which adds NullPy. So probably look at DMD build options. I'm guessing this affects team. Well, this not only affects TMD, this is going to be a common build option. Let's see. Yeah. No. Maybe I can use this. What's CC equals? I don't know if Phobos uses that. Let's try it. Enter C. What's the syntax again? Field components, yeah. Field components come. Make args. When I have to specify the scenario intro. Oops. Ah, no, come back. Whoa. What just happened? Did I crash the shell? Well, doesn't matter. What's the bug? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's not do that again. I think I have to say there's C something equals. That does not work. Oh, of course, there's no GCC for A. You'd have to actually specify the path to A. I'm just gonna say CC. Yeah, okay, not CC. C++, G++. Yeah, okay, G++. Fine. But still does not work. Is it executing it? It's executing all of those. Okay, it's definitely executing this here. Okay. Oh, I know what's going on here. Okay. $home is not going to be expanded to my home. It's going to expand to the digger's temporary home variable. So I have to actually set an absolute path here. There we go. And because digger substitutes the home variable with the temporary one so that nothing writes in the real home, we want to encapsulate as much as possible. so that we can get as close to reproducible builds as possible. Not close enough that it would require a virtual machine, but still reasonably close. So at least the user, oh, that's a lot of errors. Okay, so Phobos is now not using this CC thing. Okay, I'm not going to get around this by specifying make args, I guess. Well, let me look at the Phobos make file. Come on. Is there like a CC? Let's try CC. Okay, hopefully it's not going to fail with errors when compiling zlib or something like that with C++, because as we can see, exactly what I thought would happen happened. Okay, let's try this then. Oops, CC. So you'll notice it's skipping the compiler build because it already has that cached. I should probably add this workaround into Digger itself, but well, I thought about it and I'm not sure how to detect the issue on the host, because I probably don't want to add the workaround always. Well, it's using CC just for building zlib, but not for actual linking. Okay, that's fine. It's trying to link RDMD. I don't need that, so splendid, finally. Okay. Back to our issue here. Okay, I'm not going to like run it because that requires, well, it probably would work, but oh, look at that beautiful syntax highlighting. It's not saying what it is. Well, I guess we could do that. It's null. Okay. Yep, this issue is still here. Let's look at the next bug, I guess. Allow generic basic type in alias this declaration. This is why we would like to avoid absolute URLs. Okay, so this is an ICE. Oh, I see. It's all C also because Okay, so this one had two bugs in one, they split it up. One bug report, exactly. So this is a fix for the ICE. Yeah, this has been since fixed. What's with this one? This is how linking should be done. Right, you also can't do this. This is a different issue because this is an expression, sort of. Yeah, well, this is a static field, so I guess even though this is an expression, it could be treated as an alias. Okay. Looks good. Dashcov marks the last line of do while 0s uncovered. Is this still an issue? Well, the only pair I know that involves do while 0 is C if defs, so that you can add a semicolon at the end of a statement. The end of a macro invocation, so it looks like a statement. Avoid go to or additional state variables. Or using break. Yeah, but what's with this go to phobia? Just use it. Well, the one thing about I guess go to is that labels are they have to be unique throughout the function, so it means that you can't copy paste the block or just move it into another function without worrying that the labels are going to collide. So this is more localized. I mean, it's self-contained. Yeah, there is value in fixing this, I guess. What? Oh, the break at the end. Okay. Switch. What was the original issue then? Okay. What is that in reference to? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is the compiler should. It's not like a bug where it generates wrong coverage information. It's more like the compiler. This is a request for the compiler to recognize that this is never going to be executed, so it shouldn't even say that this line could ever be executed. So it's not say that this line is uncovered. Yeah. Fair enough. Do you have a keyboard so coverage or something like that? Guess not. Fine. I don't know if anyone is ever gonna fix that, but it's a valid enhancement request. It's an enhancement request, right? Yep. Autotester doesn't run RDMD test because number of regressions. Oh, we fixed that a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. Let's see. /Travis. $11 months ago. August. This is in December. Did I say that? Okay. Wait, when was that post? Okay, also in December. Well, the auto tester does not test. I mean, it's like is it like a Windows only thing? Because Travis is only runs on Linux. I'm pretty sure we have a test for that now. Okay, so this is the file we should be looking at. Travis test script for the RDMD test suite. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on here. The test suite is run on all pull requests for all components, but this only runs on the tools repo. So because it runs only the tools repo, changes in other repositories are not going to be tested against the RDMD test suite. We only notice that things are broken when the Travis thing, when the Travis fails on the tools repository. Yeah, this is why we should use Travis less and use our own things more, because it doesn't really scale to multiple repositories like that. I mean, it's easy to set up and I can see the appeal, but okay. Let me add a note here. I think we can also enable a cron job, and I think we do have that enabled for some things. What's going on here? This is failing. Why? Oops. That's a very short build log. Because something is down. 502. What, Amazon was down? Anyway. Can I look at settings? Cron jobs. Master runs. Okay, yeah, we do have a cron job. Awesome. Splendid. I can't see when it was added, but if I get around to it. There's no keyword for the infrastructure or automation. That's okay. I'll take this. This field has no meaning, but whatever. And I would like inbox replies, so I'm just going to make default. Okay. Maybe I should CC Sebastian, but like, there's no reason why he should be CC'd. He knows all this stuff because he did all this stuff. Except, yeah, all the stuff that has been done. Next bug. 12104 SSD algorithm.copy misses some length bugs at compile time. Oh, hold on, I got an email from... Oh, this is just a GitHub notification. I suspect you're aware of this, but just in case... Yes, of course. Let's see. This is not in my history here. Let's see. Phobos pull requests, and then you need the Unix address one, because that's where the discussion has been occurring. Hold on. Okay, so this is the first comment on the issue, and there has been other mentions here. And let me see if I can find more instances in my inbox. Okay. Okay. There was another thread by Andre. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is the first one. Right, and this is the second one. This is where we'll be replying. Okay. Alright, an enhancement request from verify. This is some length bugs at compile time. Issue asks for the not much new Python function copies the items from the first to second object. Oh, copy, right, that does okay. Okay. Oh, there's no way that can work at compile time. Also, the suggestion is to support fixed size arrays. Well, fixed size arrays are not ranges. And, well, I guess that could be a wrapper around copy, which takes a static array and forwards that to the one with ranges, but just does a compile time check or whatever on the lengths. Yeah, maybe. Static arrays and ranges don't mix because endpoints of ranges by design, they have to be able to move because that's how you indicate where you are in the range, just by moving the bounds inwards. Improve Wikipedia page on variadic templates. First language supporting them hasn't even a section over there. Invite any expert interested in the task. Let's go. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's a pretty big section. Actually wonder if I can clone this repository. I used to have a program that could import a MediaWiki article. Let's see. I think. Yep. What's the article name? Variadic template. Okay. Does it still work? Still works. Wait. Let's look at the D section. Oh, I can't use iMenu in play mode. The address. It's too bad. Now I don't know whom to thank. Island US, type tuple. Yep, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I guess this is the closest one. Alright, next bug. That's a recent one. Selective imports in aggregation shadow property functions by Robert Shadek. I think this was changed relatively recently when Martin changed visibility rules. So look. I guess not. There's unit test. Okay. So the error message changed. Tested footed empty conflicts. Okay, that's the one. That error message makes more sense, I guess. Even though expression f.empty of type void does not have a boolean value. Now this error message is less helpful. Interesting that the other one was at line 4. Like, is it just properties? Because properties shouldn't generally affect things like overload resolution. Yeah. In aggregation. No way I would have guessed that this meant aggregate type. Shadow methods. Let's capitalize that. Not Linux specific. Critical? I don't know. Nobody looks at those fields unless it's like the only fields that matter is regression, enhancement, maybe blocker. No. Critical would be like code generation issue that's wrong code in certain, like, not too uncommon scenarios, which has happened. We have had some really bad wrong code bugs that you, like a string of OR checks, like boolean OR. If you had like compare a few characters with OR, and you would get wrong code. It's anyway, I'll just remark where the error message changed here. In stream 1, get through grep, and I want to grep 4. That's the error message it should say. Okay, please bisect that. Let's see if the caches are still alive. Excellent. Oh, it is a bit sluggish. I guess it might be doing more than one bisection. Nope, just one. Because bisects on every stage change, but these are too old to be bisected. Okay, it's chugging along now. Alright. Cannot merge template overload set by using alias declaration. Yeah, that does seem relevant. And I add the issue number here. 100658. 658. Okay. I guess I'll add diagnose because it also involves. Well, that should be filed as a separate bug, so I'll leave this for. The expectation is that this is supposed to work, right? Moving the input out of the string. So yes. So Robert here expects that this should work. Therefore, this should be rejects valid. And I agree that this should work because I think we did some stuff where, without the selective import, I think this is going to work. And selective import is kind of like an alias plus static import, so that's why it causes the conflict, the overload. It creates an overload set, something like that. I guess a broken overload set, because it's trying to overload the free function with a method, and that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay, that seems right. 17.549. That's one of my bugs. Oh, yeah, that's a feature request I filed. And this is recent. I still haven't fixed my program to filter out recent bugs. Whatever. Make pointers to reference with UFCS like they do with member functions. Pointers to structs and UFCS don't get along all that well at this point. Can you find uniform function call syntax? Or is it like if you use a struct pointer? Okay. Duplication of A603. So was this reopened? Member access operator doesn't always reference the pointer it's operating on. Okay, so it's the same bug, it's just that they flipped which one is a duplicate of which. Okay. So basically as a test case I'm going to extract that, but I doubt it's going to work today. So I'll have it in Git. Okay. See those syntax errors. Yes. Let's have a look at the error messages just in case. Yep. Well, this bug was not... Oh, yes, that was that before UFC? No way. UFCS is really old. So I don't know what's up with these error messages. Maybe because of the auto. I don't know. UFCS is way older than auto. Oh wait, I think UFCS was like it worked with arrays only for a while, then it was extended to work with anything. Still the same results, so whatever. Okay. Add an assembly writer. Bytecode switch that would have for effect to output text files filled with a dump of the ASM of what would be compiled. The goal is not to have an intermediate format that can be compiled, but I guess assembled, but rather to inspect the backend production. Currently, the DMT for the use opjumped under Linux, IDA, Windows, and other home solutions such as Binging. Yeah. That's fair enough. I mean, we have the let's call it VGTAST or something like that. I think Stefan added that. It's not going to be in here probably. Not VGC. Yeah, I guess it's just on the CTFE branch. Or was it just for templates? No, I think it's a debug flag. It's like open Mars.d. Come on, this one. And in the listing of switches, there's gonna be some undocumented debug stuff. I remember Daniel showed me this at like these things. No wait, no, that's not it. VCGAST. Step 1. Yeah, Stefan added that recently. So let's try like a VCG code generation AST, right? Code generation AST. Nothing. Oh, there it goes. Yep, that's the template expansion stuff that he's been doing to optimize template semantics. So these are the expansions of all templates, and it's so big it's crashing the whatever it had trying to do. Yeah, but there's also something else. Like some undocumented debug. Well, this is also an undocumented debug switch, but there were like other stuff. It's like at the end. Yeah, something like that. Debug X. Let's try that. Is this like behind an if-def? this is old. This is since the DDMD migration. I don't see like a static if, which would say that I can't use this. What? Oh. Okay. So this already shaves off the first switch. Okay, let's try X, I guess. Y. Też też Y. I don't know. If only they were documented somewhere somehow. It's kind of tribal knowledge right now as I understand it, but it's pretty internal stuff. Definitely not really meant. I mean, it's gonna show you the representation of the intermediate code, and it's using the types that DMD uses internally. They might actually change from like one compiler to the next. Runtime loading the shared library as a standalone with its own garbage collector, etc. Yeah, this is in Martin's area and reported by Martin. So I'm gonna leave this to Martin. And it's an old one. Okay, yeah, I guess that's a wish list thing for now. Have the SCAF print the overview summary line to standard output and standard error. I don't know, that sounds like feature creep to me. But people have also been asking and making like much better test runners. The thing about this is, okay, so this only scales if you have coverage, if one execution completely covers your program. But if you want to run the test suite on multiple platforms or multiple deploy environments or something like that, then you're gonna have to merge the files first. This is not gonna be very useful. So, in my opinion, this is best left to a separate tool, but I'm not gonna close the enhancement request based on my opinion. Another recent bug. In April. Okay, I haven't actually looked at this one yet, but it's very recent, so it should go to the non-ref and it should go to ref. Simple test case indicates the above rule is true when the ref overload is non-const. Interesting. It does work with in-out. Well, still curious what the regression test result is going to be. If it's a recent bug, if it's an old bug, then it might have been fixed in the meanwhile. If it's a recent bug, then there's a chance that it might be a regression. And that's interesting too. because even though a bug has been filed as not a server regression, but we know that we find out that it used to work, we at least know what might have caused it, and that makes it easier to try and fix it. Yeah, okay, so looks like all versions since the last version that can run programs is calling, on my computer, is not calling this overload here. So that's that, I guess. Alright. Did I change anything? I don't think I changed anything. I didn't change anything. Enhance the dock with more Markdown support by Sebastian. I don't know, tables would be nice. We already have the backticks. Headers, you know, like, oh right, headings. Maybe lists, but I mean, the DDoC links aren't that bad, but yeah. I don't know if we really need that. I mean, I guess we could, but then we'd have just two clashing syntaxes, the old and the new one. It's gonna just be a much bigger mess. The backticks are very nice because we use them, well, there is opportunity to use them a lot. So improving syntax for very commonly used things, that makes sense, but this stuff is like syntax sugar for DDoC. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. If a lot of people feel strongly about it, sure. I guess I don't write a lot of DDoC for it to bother me. Just mess with the cogs more than that. Assert in SCD format unit tests fail. No, that's an old one. When compiling the unit tests in SCD, from SCD format, no indication what version this is, no test case, using the latest version. Alright, mister, let's see what the latest version really means. Mr. or Miss. Uh, 2014-10. 08. So this one, 2.0, 66.0. So like, what do you mean by when compiling the unit tests? Like you're trying to compile SID.format the module itself? And how does the line fail? Like, is it a compilation failure? Or is it like a runtime error? Okay, I'm not even going to bother. This is the least one, because I can deduce that, but I mean, someone would have noticed if... Did we not have... We definitely had auto tester back then. Right. It's just stale garbage that needs to be cleaned out. Spell checker should not suggest recursive definitions. Did you mean alias foo? I guess... Yeah, it still does that. Okay. Yeah, it's that minor diagnostic, I guess, issued enhancement. I would say that diagnostic issues are bugs only if they're misleading. Like they can actually cause someone to make an incorrect conclusion. Otherwise, they're mostly enhancements. But no, that's extremely subjective. Not gonna like generate email noise for that. Right. Member functions tuple doesn't work with constructors or destructors. Well, are constructors and destructors member functions? I don't know. Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna extract both of these. Yeah. Need this for goo of type void. That's interesting. Because Jonathan's comment implied that it compiled. This is a Phobos bug, right? Yeah. Wait. If this is success, then why is this failing for me now? Oh, wrong file, of course. Yeah, it was broken a long time ago. Well, supposedly broken. I'm actually curious why that happened. I can still bisect that. Need this for goo type void. So what does this do? It was a mismatch. Oops. Nope. Just a tuple of non-static functions with the name declared in the class interface C. Grant duplicates are shrunk into the most derived one. Non-static functions. What did Jonathan say about static functions? Okay, that's not relevant. Static and virtual are different things. I think it's more like, right, it's probably just a string off that isn't working here. It's trying to call the function instead of, oh yeah, that's it. Yes, that's definitely, it's trying to call the function instead of just getting the name of the symbol. Constructor static opcall is an object opcall. I guess that change did make more parents optional here. Yeah. guess I could use like that. I don't know. Like please 25. This old trick. I don't know around that. Right, yeah, that does didn't compile. Variable input cannot be modified. Ah, okay, that's CTF. Okay, undo that. If it's going to do CTF, probably I'll just let it run it. Running is always slower because it can't be done reliably in parallel, because it has to create an object file and then link it, all in the same directory. And although the program could create a lot of temporary directories, it doesn't know like which other files from the current directory are needed, so you have to like copy everything over to a temporary directory. And then the error messages might have the temporary directory path and all that. Okay, just prints goo. Skips foo. Well, only grabs virtual. Is it like actually virtual functions? Or more like it doesn't grab templates? Yeah. Yeah. What? Oops. No, final. What am I doing? Okay. Okay. I don't know if this should be changed at this point. I mean, I guess the... Oh, no. Yeah, fine. I mean, there's no way I can break stuff by making this actually return the constructor, because how else? It's really unlikely to break stuff. The other thing, if we like iterated over everything and the request was to add the constructors in there. No, that's not true. First of all, destructors are virtual. Okay. Let's do a few more. 10.271. Override const message is not helpful. Diagnostic issue? Yeah. Why did it work before 2063? I'm curious now. Like, I guess that would be a bug, because if that actually worked, then you could call a const object and have it mutate itself. Yeah, this is a diagnostic thing, just needs better error message. Oh, it's doing 2 bisections, okay. Yeah. Oh, can't find URL in bisect. I guess it's probably just so old that it's just a commit message. Let's see. Yeah. Override a const member function in conjunction with mutable overload causes a strange error. We must kill attribute inference with const to implement correctly without breaking, overriding, and overloading features. So scanning an arrangement of mutable entries needed at the end. Yeah. I agree completely. I have no idea what all that means. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, it was broken for a good reason, so just a diagnostic issue. Enhancement. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Data races with arrays allowed in safe code. It's almost a tongue twister. Ah, that's a curious one. Because the slice consists of like 2 fields. In theory, you can't actually store this as an atomically. Yeah, that was before, like, what, safe was added, probably? Valid attribute identifiers are at property. Yeah, that was the first one. Alright. Steps invalid, yeah. Fair enough, yeah. Let's leave that. Show MD5 and SHA-1 hashes for the official downloads. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Yes. We have GPG keys, but who the hell uses those? Yeah, like signatures. And you have to check, like, verify the signatures. Okay. Fair enough. Support program angle on types. Oh, did I? Right, I asked Jacob to file that from another issue. Another very recent one. Object that monitor encoded sync primitives should be shared. What interface of object classes defies shared qualifier? I really have very little experience with shared. And a topic branch for everyone who is willing to chime in. Shared sync primitives. Alright, let's have a look. Is this thread still alive? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was still alive. Well, it did live for like almost one full year. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to shared. I mean, it always seemed kind of weird to me. Oh, so this is still alive. April 13th. Okay. Yeah, that's recent enough to keep this bug open. I guess if Stanislav wants to keep working on it, maybe he has like proposal in the works or something, or I don't know. Problems with fpeak libraries and exceptions. Speak of the devil. I'm just fixing that fpeak issue today. It's Arch Linux. I don't know, let's try to reproduce this, I guess. 16 to 19. I'm not gonna use tab though. Okay, let's try it with tab. Jeez. Oops. Oh crap. What? I messed up. Okay, I forgot to paste the file name. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oops, nope, I did it again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I guess we have to build this first. Oh, my editor already invoked tab, which created its metadata file. Okay. So, like, I have to specify the location. What was the syntax again? You can just look in A. get path. What? Oh. What? What did I do wrong? Oh, I guess I have to like I think that's how you do it. Oh, still wrong. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, right. Okay, like that. Hallelujah. Okay, so and the goal is to change something to use fpic. Well, it works here. Oh, that's how I was supposed to do it. Thanks for mentioning the issue number. Let's see. Do that. I don't have that version. Okay. Okay. Right. It's reproducible. Let's try and write a test file. Which version was it? 071.1. Okay. Does it not exit? Okay, and still fails with that. Okay, we can now do a regression test, except yeah, this is not going to work. So it looks like this was fixed and now shows a proper exception trace. is up to date. Okay, that's not good. I need you to... this is not going to give us the right result. I need you to use tab build units rebuild dash force. Let's try that again. Oh jeez, is that the output? Okay, success, success, success. When did it start failing? I mean stopped failing. 2.071.2. Okay. Well, hopefully I'll be able to bisect this. Assuming dub is installed on the remote server. Okay, that's not gonna work. I guess that was when dub was... No, wait, that's not it. Why is the error message changing? Success? Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't even think that dub would work with versions that old. Okay, the first bisection is not gonna work, I know that. Ah! No, damn it. Stop that, jeez. I hate you, dub. Why you gotta be like this? Don't create all these chunk files. Stop! Jeez. Guess I'll pause the recording. Okay, there is no dub on the server, so this is not gonna work. So instead of installing that, I'm just going to try to reduce this part to just two simple commands. Ah. Okay. Move the old stuff away. These two. What's the command to create a shared library? I think it's dash shared, yeah. Was fpic only in the library? Yeah, in here. No, this is just like LinkedIn, okay. So let's see. Is it because I'm using Arch Linux? Right, just because Phobos is not built with PIC. Oh, it's just that my Phobos isn't used with pig, so... Okay. The releases are built with fpig, but... So what's the... It's just food itself? Okay. Do I have to run like LD library path? Okay. And what was his version? 71. Ah! Okay, I cannot test this from my home PC. I guess I'll just make a manual bisect file. Well, I'm not gonna have to fix Digger to do all this stuff automatically, but for now, just do this. Oh, hold on. Right, because... Wait. Right, because that version of Phobos was not built with fpig, so I can't use fpig here. Okay. So... to go from this... and it's gonna be backwards. No, wait. Anyway, to current one, let's go with this. Yeah, this is gonna be a reverse search because okay, it's gonna build, but it's also going to like, what was my other script? Test. Oops. Okay. Let's try that. It's slow. Why are you so slow? Too much tar. What's this? Recompile. Ah, same crap. Why are our releases built with different flags than the official releases? Can't even bisect this properly. Damn it. Okay. Can I disable pi? No. I mean, right here. Which invocation is the first one or the second one? It's the first one. Oh, CC here. Which hopefully means that it'll run hours. Yeah, you should be using no peak. Yep, it is passing no peak definitely. Yeah. I could be sure, be more sure like that. It's not gonna be this one. No, it's not activating. Oh, that's because I put it up to the exact line. Yes, it is activating and it passes. It passes no pi and it still isn't working. Cannot be used when making a shared object. Ah. Okay, so this is a problem with I guess our build. Also the way Jigger builds make files, I understand. Yeah. Just the default settings is to not use pi. So I have to, in order to bisect this, I would have to enable fpeak for Phobos, I think. Let's see. How does Martin do that? Okay, so I have to say peak equals 1. Maybe. I'm gonna do this locally though. Let me clean up my build script. Okay. That should do it, maybe? I guess I'm gonna have to yeah. Okay, let's give it a go. Nope. And it's building with multiple threads. It's still doing that. Right, so the problem is with the runtime. Internal, oh my god. Internal error. Is this, which revision is that? That's probably, that's not related. So it's starting with the bad revision, which is the older one. And it's failing to build Phobos with fpeak. Okay, I'm not... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop this stuff. I'm going to try to run the bisection on my server, which doesn't have this archBMX big headache. No. No, 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 no. Darn it. That's not helpful. Let's try a newer version or something. Let's try 2001. Oh, thank goodness. Well, let's see if it's still... It's gonna still... Was the bug in the runtime or in progress section? Let's see. It was in the runtime. Okay. So it can build this version of the runtime, but let's see if the bug was still in there. The segmentation fault when throwing the exception. That's not right. What? Why? Oh, of course. Oh wait, that's still fine. So this is gonna be futile. Cannot open shared object file, no such file. What the heck? How come it works here but doesn't work there? Well, I guess I might as well let this one finish. But it's gonna fail with the same error. Pause the recording because this is taking forever. Okay. What the heck is going on? Why is it not finding the shared library? Even though I set the LD library path. Damn, that's unbelievably slow. Oh, I think I know what's going on. It's the columns. Can't have columns in there. Okay. Okay. Wait, that's not right. What am I doing? Right. It's like we're gonna have to close soon because I am getting too tired. And the server is pretty slow anyway. Okay, so we got the exception stack trace for our bad timestamp. Let's try to roll back, see what happens. Did I already try this? Ah, I did already try this. Is that the one with the... Right, okay, let's try something in between. Okay, I'm gonna try and find why this thing stopped building. How do I fix the runtime build error? Just gonna try and enable bisect build equals true. And then leave that on. I'm gonna bisect on my server only because of the problems on Arch Linux with fpic currently. I have to teach Digger how to avoid those, I guess. Alright, it's many hours later, and I finally figured out how to do a successful bisection after many attempts, and I wrapped my head around the whole fpic situation, or at least its basics, and I figured out what's the thing with this bug that it was so difficult to bisect. So the first thing is that I translated the dub example to a non-dub example incorrectly. So I assumed that the library was that the dub's example was building a shared library, but it was actually building a static library. And because I was trying to build a shared library, I ran into all sorts of other problems due to the changes of pick on Arch Linux and the lib what's it called? The utils change that causes the relocations errors and lots of other relocation stuff, like the errors like this. Now, it took me a long time to just figure out what was going on, look at all the command lines and figure out that this is not right. So I tried things like bringing in the shared library from the whatever distribution is in path so we can link to it. And this is just unnecessary now. And so is this. So in this case we have this pull request here fixes actually a regression in a stable branch. So regression 2.071 is fixed in 2.071.2. But, well, yep, So this is, I'm fairly sure that this is the same bug. Because DMG switched to dwarf exception handling in 2.071, as I understood it. Let's see. Yeah. This is an issue of picking the new dwarf exception handling code. And that's gotta be a comment in that big pull request that implements dwarf exception handling. Oh, it's not a big pull request, just one. Okay. Yeah, I think it was done piecewise and then it was guarded by an ifdef that switches the exception handling from whatever was there before, I'm not sure what, to dwarf. Okay. So fairly sure that this issue is actually a duplicate of this issue. This one. Alright. Yeah, this is actually correct. Fairly sure. Maybe it's also x86, but I'm not gonna test that. Alright, that's enough for today, definitely. It's been, I don't know, many hours since I last stopped recording. I actually had to take a break and do other stuff because these bisections were taking a long time. I had to intentionally break the cache by just adding a dummy flag to make, because I changed Digger so that it installs shared libraries. That SO, yeah, with focus. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the one. Yes, this is the one. So this changed in relatively recently. Stage SO files too were present. Well, relatively recently. But the cache of the server-side instance is much older than that. But I didn't want to invalidate the entire cache, of course, because I still wanted to keep, most of it is useful. I didn't want to rebuild all of it, especially not during the server maintenance that's going on right now. But I just needed to build those versions with the shared libraries, even though I didn't actually need to do that, because this doesn't actually involve shared libraries. It's just a position-independent code issue with static libraries. Alright, well, see you next time.